INEC promised Nigerians that they are going to follow their electoral guidelines and they are going to follow the law to transmit election results on the election day in real time. They disappointed Nigerians, and then the appeal court judges led by Justice Samani went on to uphold what INEC did, to say that it is not compulsory to transmit election results in real time. INEC not required to transmit election results electronically, Tribunal tells Peter Obi, LP. So this is what Justice Samani and his panel came out with. They came out to tell Nigerians that INEC has their rights. They have the right to choose what they will do. If they don't want to transmit the results in real time, it's their choice. But I want us to watch this video of Festus Okoye, what he told Nigerians that they are going to do, that they are going to follow the law. Watch this video and you know what I'm talking about, guys.
Section 47, subsection 2 of the Electoral Act 2022 makes it mandatory that to vote, the presiding officer shall use a smart card reader or any other technological device that may be prescribed by the Commission for the accreditation of voters to verify, confirm, or authenticate the particulars of the intending voter in the manner prescribed by the Commission. So the use of the beavers is a mandatory provision of the law and is not an option of charity. The Commission does not have a discretion on whether to use the beavers or not. The law says that we shall and must use the beavers, and this Commission is committed to using the beavers because we spend so much time, we spend so much energy, and we spend resources in putting together the beavers. The beavers was developed by the Commission's in-house engineers as a way of making sure that identity theft is minimized as much as possible at our polling units. So we cannot spend time, resources to develop the beavers and then throw it away and say we won't use it again. It doesn't make sense. So the beavers has come to stay, and we are going to continue to use the beavers in all our elections. The Commission will also transmit polling unit level results in real time. The transmission of polling unit level results is also a mandatory provision of the law, as Section 64, subsection 4 of the Electoral Act has made it mandatory. We canvass for the inclusion of the beavers and the electronic transmission of results in the Electoral Act. We therefore have a responsibility to keep faith with our own innovations and at the conduct of transparent elections driven and propelled by technology.
Section 64, subsection 4 of the Electoral Act has made transmitting election results in real time mandatory. These were the exact words of Festus Okoye in this video I just played for us. This is just to show us that INEC and the Election Petition Tribunal, all of them, they planned to just turn our law upside down, to turn the Electoral Act upside down, and to give their judgments based on technicality. That's the simple truth. INEC, you said it yourself through Festus Okoye, and then the law, it's very clear. There is no two ways about it. But at the end of the day, the Pept just came to give us technicalities and to trash this strong case. Imagine this. What the INEC said and what is very clear in our Electoral Act, that you must transmit election results in real time from the polling units. But at the end of the day, the judgment of the tribunal yesterday was nothing but a big slap on our faces, nothing but a big slap on our judiciary, that you want to hide under the guise of technicality, not minding what your constitution that you are following is saying, not minding what the Electoral Act of the country is saying. Is this actually law that we are practicing in Nigeria, or broad daylight robbery? Reacting to this on Twitter, which is now X, Nigerians are not happy and they are sharing their grievances about this. Chude Nnamdi here said, the Commission, INEC, will also transmit polling unit level results in real time. The transmission of polling unit level results is also a mandatory provision of the law. After watching this video of INEC Director Festus Okoye and other legal documents and constitution where it was stated clearly these corrupt judges looked Nigeria in the face and made excuses for INEC. That's the simple truth. They looked at us in the face when we know the law, when we have the law with us, and when even INEC themselves made that statement before the elections that they are going to transmit election results in real time from polling units because it is compulsory, because it is mandatory according to the law. But the judges looked at us yesterday and told us that INEC has the right to choose whether to transmit it in real time or not. Will you have the right to do something when the law of the land states that you should do it this way? As an electoral body, you are supposed to uphold the law. But INEC flaunted the law, and then the justices of the tribunal yesterday upheld what INEC did. Another person here said, "My heart is broken. Alas, it was but a dream. I dared to hope, but hope is now dead. My country Nigeria, I love you, but I will do so from afar henceforth. My heart cannot take this pain. Nigeria is like an abusive spouse who beats you senseless and apologizes, thus giving you hope. Then they do it time and time again." Another person here said, "Since the courts chose to turn a blind eye to these overwhelming deceits by INEC against Nigerians, we will not bother about electoral acts and constitutional interpretation again. The highest bidder goes home smiling. We won't let them sleep for keeping us all awake." That's the simple truth. The highest bidder will always go home smiling, because we saw what happened yesterday. The law was before you, the electoral act was before you, the 1999 constitution was before you, but you didn't use them in your judgment. You were just trying to favor the sitting president. You were just trying to favor INEC so that at the end of the day they will escape, and that's all you did. After Nigerians have been expecting, calling on the judiciary to do the right thing day and night, and it's so obvious, everyone knows in Nigeria who won the 2023 presidential election, but the judiciary did not uphold the law. The judiciary trashed our electoral act. The judiciary trashed the 1999 constitution that they are supposed to work with. At the end of the day, they just gave us the president-elect. Another person here said, if INEC is not bound to electronically transmit election results to the IREV, how then will results be transferred directly from the polling unit as mandated by the Electoral Act? Can results be transferred manually directly from polling units? Note that delivery of physical copies of Form EC8A to the collation center together with agents of political parties and security agencies is a separate requirement. And this person saying this is a lawyer. So this law is very clear. It's something that everyone can interpret. Just the way they tried to use technicalities in FCT yesterday, that's the same thing they did for this one. The law is straightforward. The law said transmit election results technically in real time, so that as you are putting it out there, people can be seeing it, Nigerians can be viewing it, but you did not do it. You flaunted that law. Yet the tribunal came again yesterday to say that INEC is at liberty to do it any way they want, when our law states that they should transmit it in real time. Now you are saying they have the privilege, they have the responsibility to choose any way they want to do it. Another person here said, Justice Samani has said INEC did not provide a system for electronic transmission of results because it is susceptible to hacking. He said that there is nothing in the Electoral Act or INEC guidelines to show that INEC prescribed to electronically collate results, that the only collation system is the physical collation at the collation centers. What about Beavers and IREV that Mahmood and Festus Okoye promised in Chatham House and on local TV? That's the question. What about the promises? It's even in the law, it's even in the Electoral Act, yet they flaunted it. And then the tribunal justices led by Justice Samani just came out yesterday to support them. Another person here said, they said we should take our anger to the poll. We did. They rigged and unleashed violence on us. We raised an alarm. They said we should head to court and present our case. We went to court and presented evidence. Judges threw away the Constitution and Electoral Act and upheld illegality. To start chaos is very easy. JPS said they have turned the Electoral Act 2022 upside down just to affirm Bola Tinubu e no go better for INEC. Imagine this kind of judicial rascality coming from the appeal court. Sad. And it's very true. You just turned the Electoral Act 2022 upside down in our presence. And Nigerians, we all have access to this Electoral Act. We know what it is saying. Another person here said Justice Samani said that BVAS was only meant for verification and accreditation of voters and not meant to be used to transmit the election results to the INEC IREV or any other location. That the IREV is just to allow people view the results electronically. He never mentioned how the result would get to the IREV portal. He kept stammering and stuttering all through the process, just to tell you that it's either he doesn't believe in what he was handed over to read or never rehearsed it. Another person here said the judges defended that INEC didn't promise to transmit results electronically. I might be an APC stakeholder, but this particular ruling is shocking. What happened to the new Electoral Act? This is a big question, and this is coming from an APC supporter. This person here, we know him on Twitter that he's a Tinubu supporter, and you can see it from his profile picture. But he's coming out himself to say that what the judges said yesterday is not correct, because we are all Nigerians and we were in Nigeria before the 2023 elections, and we know what INEC said, we know what they promised, and they even showed us what the Electoral Act 2022 states, yet they flaunted it. And then the judges, they are supposed to defend the law. The judges, they are supposed to uphold our 2022 Electoral Act and are supposed to uphold what the citizens are saying, ended up supporting INEC, that even APC supporters are surprised, and they are coming out to say that this particular judgment of the justices yesterday is shocking, because we know what the Electoral Act stated. Another person here said there is no point voting in Nigeria again. This judgment has set us back to the years of manual transmission. At INEC Nigeria, we decided to vote because we promised electronic transmission, but as it is now, no need to vote again. I will also read towards this press release by INEC sometime last year, around November 2022, where they stated that they are going to uphold the use of BVAS and IREV. See it here. Alleged plots to abandon the transmission of polling unit results to IREV portal. Our attention has been drawn to reports in a section of the media of alleged plans by the Commission to rig the 2023 general election by abandoning the direct and real-time electronic upload of polling unit results to the INEC Results Viewing IREV portal by the Registration Area Technical Support Staff (RATEX). The claim is patently false. The Commission has repeatedly reassured Nigerians that it will transmit results directly from the polling units, as we witnessed in Ekiti and Osun state governorship elections and 103 more constituencies where off-cycle governorship and FCT area council elections and by-elections were held since August 2020. The results can still be viewed on the portal. The IREV is one of the innovations introduced by the Commission to ensure the integrity and credibility of election results in Nigeria. It is therefore inconceivable that the Commission will turn around and undermine its own innovations. The public is advised to ignore the reports. The bimodal voter accreditation system (BVAS) and IREV have come to stay for voter accreditation and uploading of polling unit results in real time in Nigeria. Signed, Festus Okoye, National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, on Friday, 11th November 2022. So this is what the INEC told us, and they were saying these things, backing it up with the law, that this is what we are going to do in the 2023 presidential election, and they failed us. After failing us, and we spotted that INEC did not do what they said they are going to do, they did not upload results in IREF real time to Nigerians so we can view the election results in different polling units. They didn't do that. We took it to court, and yet the tribunal led by Justice Samani trashed the case, saying that INEC have the right to transmit results any way that pleases them, abandoning our electoral act and even INEC's own guideline. Another person here said, well-meaning Nigerians, for record purpose, these are the names of the Court of Appeal justice that murdered the Nigerian Constitution and Electoral Act today, the 6th of September 2023. Justice Haruna Simon Samani. 2. Justice Boloku Roma Moses Ugo. 3. Justice Misturat Bolaji Yusuf. 4. Justice Stephen Ada. 5. Justice Abba Bello Mohammed. Before now, we keep saying that these justices should do the right thing, not just for now, but for posterity's sake. At the end of the day, with what they did yesterday, would they look back and be proud of what they did? Would their family members look back and be proud that their fathers and their mother, that they were part of the panel that upheld justice in Nigeria? No, because they didn't do that. What they did is that they went there to help INEC complete the rigging of the 2023 presidential election that was already done. We know that this is not going to end here. Peter Obi and the Labour Party have already said they are going to the Supreme Court, and we believe that the Supreme Court, which is the highest court of Nigeria, will not go the same way the appeal court went, and we will still keep calling on them to give Nigerians justice. It is so obvious. If of a truth what happened yesterday in the court was correct, if the justices, their judgment was correct, it will be everywhere in Nigeria. People will celebrate. But it's not, everybody is just there crying and lamenting, because that's not what the people want. But we hope that the Supreme Court will do better. We hope that the Supreme Court will give Nigerians justice. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Please do well to share your thoughts about the video in the comment section. Please do well to like this video, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe to our channel, so you get notifications whenever we post new updates.